one thing I can't shake, one thing I keep carrying around with me. 'Cause this ain't about machines anymore. This ain't about algorithms. This ain't about feeds. This is about people. This is about the feeling in your stomach when something feels wrong and you don't know how to fix it. The knot, the weight, the pressure, the thing that follows you home. I carry it every day. Some days it's small, some days it's a shadow, some days it sits in the corner and waits. Other days it grabs the steering wheel, and that's the part nobody talks about. The emotional cost, the mental rent, the invisible weight. Everybody talks about information. Nobody talks about what information does. What happens when your brain becomes a battlefield? What happens when every headline feels heavier than the last? What happens when you stop trusting your own peace? Because part of you is always waiting for the next disaster, waiting for the next outrage, waiting for the next thing that makes your chest tighten. That's not living, that's surviving, and I think millions are surviving, not living. Walking around carrying invisible rucksacks full of other people's tragedies. Every day, every night, every scroll, every click, adding another brick, another weight, another wound, and eventually the load gets so heavy you stop noticing it. Until one day your legs give way and you wonder why. I'll tell you why. Because no human being was built to carry the whole world. But now we do. Wars, crime, disasters, arguments, fear, 24 hours a day, direct to your pocket, direct to your head, direct to your bed. And then we're expected to sleep, expected to smile, expected to function, expected to pretend. None of it touched us. Well, it touched me. It touched me more than I wanted, more than I was prepared for. And maybe that's why I disappeared for a year. Maybe I wasn't escaping the world. Maybe I was trying to save myself. Because if you stare into chaos long enough, chaos starts staring back. And that's not weakness, that's being human. You know what frightens me most? Not evil, not cruelty, not corruption. What frightens me most is becoming mad. Losing the ability to care. Seeing suffering and feeling nothing. Because the day that happens, the machine wins. The day that happens, the feed wins. The day that happens, we lose something that can never be replaced. Ours in liberty. And maybe that's why I still carry the weight. Maybe that's why I still feel the knot. Maybe that's why I still lose sleep. Because somewhere inside me, there's still a voice saying, don't stop caring, even when it hurts. Especially when it hurts. Because pain means you're still alive. Pain means your heart still works. Pain means something inside you refuses to surrender. And now we need to talk about hope. Give me a minute. I'll be right back.